Hello everybody, welcome to Utah Jazz Franchise. This is episode number 8, 15th game of the 16-17 regular season. From Pepsi Center in the Mile High City, taking on Northwest Division rival, the Denver Nuggets. Derek Favors and the Jazz looking for their first winning streak of the season. They have not won back-to-back games yet, as they come into this game at 3-11. Moutier, Murray, Gallinari, Farid, and Jokic, the starters for the Nuggets. Mack, Hood, Johnson, Favors, and Gobert for the Jazz. Gobert, top of the key, the right side to Hood, on the block to Favors. Favors. Drop steps on Kenneth Farid, right-handed jump hook up and in. Jazz with a 6-4 lead over Denver early. Jokic, top of the key, to Murray, into the right corner to Moutier. Moutier hits the three, ties the game up at 10. Jazz lead by 2 now. Barton goes right past Dante Exum, floats it up in the lane. 14-12 now for the Nuggets. Terrell Arthur from the right baseline, he hits the jumper. 16-12 Denver. 19-18 now for the Nuggets. Boris Diaw going to work on Arthur. Nice moves on the block. Jazz lead 20-19 there, but Denver would hit a 3 and lead 22-20 at the end of quarter number 1. We go into the second quarter now. Dante Exum on the right side. Pump fakes. Nothing there. He kicks it back out to Neto. Neto hits the 20-footer. Nuggets still lead by 1 here. Underneath to Farid. He is fouled by Boris Diaw, who puts it up. He puts it up and in with the foul. Nuggets extending the lead out to 7 here. Jazz looking a little bit weary. The second game of a back-to-back after their win in Houston the other night. Boris Diaw. Back to Ingles. Ingles hits the 3, cuts the Denver lead to 2. Nuggets lead by 5 now. Out to Danilo Gallinari. Over to the right side to Moutier. Moutier hits the jumper. 3-pointer. 8-point lead for Denver. And Denver starting to pull away here as the Jazz weary legs are showing up. 54-40 after that left hook there by Favors. Into Wilson Chandler, and Chandler gets one to go and is fouled there by Gobert. Nuggets starting to run away with this one. It's a 60-44 lead at the break. Jazz struggling, shooting 41%. 9 steals for the Nuggets. Jazz turning the ball over once again. Really frustrating for the Jazz. Favors 10 points, 6 boards, and 2 assists. Wilson Chandler 12 points for the Nuggets. Third quarter action now, Denver leading 71-50. Nice pass into Favors for the two-handed jam as he had Farid sealed off on the backside. 79-58. Rodney Hood steps back and he drills the 3. Hood playing hurt still. Jazz still missing Hayward and George Hill and Alec Burks. Cross-court pass into the right corner. Shot goes down by Wilson Chandler. And the Nuggets with a 93-63 30-point lead at the end of the third. The Jazz just getting run out of the building here in Denver. The Nuggets just are not missing anything here. They go on a 3-point barrage there in the third quarter. Neto back to the top of the key. Lyles hits a 3, cuts the lead to 27. But Denver goes on for a 121-89 victory. Jazz only shoot 41%. The Nuggets hit 11 threes in the game and 15 turnovers for the Jazz. The Nuggets get 13 points off turnovers, and those are extra possessions that the Jazz need if they're going to be able to compete. The Jazz play the Nuggets again in Salt Lake City, and this time they get the win 103-97. Furious comeback by the Jazz as they were down by 20 early in the third quarter. The Jazz come back to win that one 103-97. They won a close game for the first time on the season. They either have beat a team handily or gotten beat handily, or they lose close games. But this time the Jazz are able to pull it off. Some nice plays down the stretch. In one instance, Boris Diaw, I put him in the game and had him post up on Gallinari late in the game to get a big bucket. So you look at highlights of the game. Derek Favors had a big game for the Jazz. You see his highlights. The Jazz once again dominated inside defensively, something they did not do in Denver the other night. Favors finished with 24 points and 10 boards. Rodney Hood had 19 points. 7 of 8 from the free throw line for Rodney Hood. To take a look at some of his highlights in the game, Rodney Hood. Decent game for the Jazz as he's finally been cleared for full health, as he is fully healthy. And he came back, logged some good minutes, played 34 minutes in this one. Rudy Gobert, 12 points, 14 rebounds, only 1 block on this game, but did influence the game. He was +4. Gobert, big on the glass for the Jazz. You see a nice block there. Rudy Gobert highlights. Little drop step. That was a big shot down the stretch that the Jazz really needed, as was this one. Going to work on the undersized, height-wise Denver Nuggets in the paint. And Boris Diaw, 12 points for the Jazz, including a very big one down the stretch to extend. It was a 1-point lead at 98-97 for Denver. He got it on the block and scored over Gallinari with the foul and hit the free throw to make it a 4-point lead, and the Jazz never looked back. So the Jazz win this one, 103-97 from Salt Lake.